The coastal people of the Niger Delta are a people blessed with enormous natural resources. Deeply rooted in the soil of their marshy terrain lies the black gold that has irrigated the nation's economy since its discovery in 1956. Administration after administration, the people watched from the sidelines as their expectations of development and prosperity turned into nothing but a fading mirage, while the exploration and exploitation of crude dealt a big blow to their ecosystem and many other variables that supported their survival. Delta State is part of the larger Niger Delta and suffered the same fate like its brother component part. They are desirous of change and want a government that is sensitive to its plight. Their prayer was answered. The emergence of Senator Dr. Arthur Ifanyokowa as governor inspired hope, and for the first time in decades, a sense of calm swept over the riverine and creeks of Delta State. The riverine inhabitants traded weapons of vandalism and agitation for dialogue and partnership, having found a glimmer of hope in the promises and early works of the Okowa-led administration.
I thank God that today, in coming to commission this concrete jetty and the walkway, that I've had the opportunity to see for myself the floating market. From what I see here today, I believe that it is a project that is doable, and I think it is only fair that we commission this project sometime in my second tenure. I am not used to making promises, but for this one, I want to commit myself that the government of Delta State to complete this project.
On the 11th day of January 2023, the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Senator Iyochayu, honored Deltans with his presence, especially the good people of Ogeye Dimigun community and other neighboring communities like Obogoro and Utonila in Warri North local government area. The occasion was to celebrate yet another infrastructure milestone of Senator Dr. Arthur Ifanyokowa, following the completion and commissioning of several life-changing projects in their domain. Most prominent amongst these projects is the Ogeye ultra-modern floating market commissioned by the PDP doyen.
Smart Delta.
On this auspicious day, the people recalled with nostalgia the promise made to them by Governor Ifanyokowa on the 5th of March 2019 when he commissioned the first ever concrete landing jetty in their community and etched his name on the sands of time as the first governor since the creation of Delta State to ever visit their community.
Precisely March 2019, when Okowa visited to commission this jetty, he promised that the market is doable because it has been the yearning, the cry of the people to see the market rebuilt. And today, the market is ultra-modern compared to what it used to be.
3 years down the line, the promise of rebuilding the Ogeye market, which ab initio was a threat to life as its loose floor planks hung precariously on termite-infested wooden stilts amidst the body of menacing waters of the Atlantic Ocean, became a reality. To the people of Ogeye, The market represents their Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world. They didn't believe this day would come. Little wonder, the people turned out in their numbers to commemorate this day, the long-awaited, first of its kind, Ogeye ultra-modern floating market. The excitement, jubilation, frenzy, and sheer release of pent-up emotions the people displayed were testimony to what this infrastructure means to them. Peoples of neighboring communities who heard of the good news happening in Ogeye came to share in their joy, as they too, no doubt, will also benefit since the economic benefits will rub off on them. Following the rich vein of ancient history of trade and commerce that predates the current era by over half a century, servicing traders from within and outside Nigeria, with such awesome statistics, Smart Delta Media team was on ground before the inauguration to speak to the people in a bid to gain more insight and clarity into some of that rich history.
After the year 1952, it's about time they use pounds, shilling, penny. The market very big that time. If you reach here, you go anywhere place, you go hard you. You know, if you go another community, if you don't get money, if you come from another village, if you come here, you go get money.
This is a center from Escavos, Sapele, Warri, Carson, Ondo State. Serve all of them. Kowa came and rescued us by rebuilding it and make it more modern than ever.
The pervading sense of satisfaction amongst the people further nudged Smart Delta Media team to sample opinions of some royal fathers present at the event.
By the grace of God, we will see commercial activities flow. So on behalf of the Shekiri Nation, on behalf of the South, Warri North, we say thank you, Your Excellency, and God bless you.
This project is one that will improve the living standard of the people here in Ogeye and of course the entire Niger Delta region.
The people who are here, you must give them good reason to be here. That of all the governors we have had, he was the first to be here. We commend his commitment. This project had been on before him and he has seen to it that it is completed. So kudos indeed to him.
Our roving camera lenses caught the immediate past governor of Delta State, Dr. Emmanuel Eweto Dwanga, who incidentally started the Ogeye market but didn't finish it before he left office. We couldn't let the opportunity slip, so we engaged him in a chat. Hear what he had to say.
So far, he's been able to construct roads, been able to build some infrastructure in the river area. But I think of all, this is about the star infrastructure. If you notice that the market is being on top of water, they have first of all put a concrete pavement, then they built on top. So a very challenging infrastructure project. We're happy that at least it did not forget the river area.
Top government functionaries such as Secretary to Delta State Government, Patrick Uka, and Managing Director, Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission Desopadek, Bashorun Askia Oge, ascribe the peace that now pervades the riverine region of Delta State to the attention they enjoy under the current administration.
One thing that we thank God for in Delta State is that we have peace. And that peace was strengthened by giving attention to the Niger Delta. They need more. But when you look at what we're doing in the CREEKS, building bridges, building floating markets, building schools, and bringing those things you can find on land here, you can say that there's a quiet in the CREEKS, and they're happy that development is coming close to them.
You can see it written all over their faces. Everyone is happy and is joyous. And you can see the pomp and pageantry that have been introduced by the locals of this place, because it means that government have recognized them, government to give them what it takes to bring about a peaceful environment.
Many more top government functionaries who graced the event also lent their voices to the event of the day, noting that the project would attract a lot of development to the riverine area.
What you are seeing here today is just one line complaint by the people of Warri, and he took action. Today the market is completed. I applaud him. I wish him well. This opportunity of being vice president, he should also utilize it the way he utilized that of the state.
We have not had it this good in any dispensation. It's a miracle for us. It's the best, and we are grateful that God gave us this gift in the person of Okowa.
Kudos go to the governor for finding it necessary to come and contribute in uplifting the standard of living of people living in this area. The people will forever appreciate it because it will lead to the development in terms of commerce and commercial activities of the entire area.
Following the arrival of the governor and his entourage, the local government chairman, Smart Asekotu, while addressing his people, applauded the governor for remembering and honoring the people of Ogeye and the entire Warri North local government area for embarking on projects dear to the hearts of the people. The ceremony reached its high point when Senator Iyorchia Ayu, who beyond marking his approval of the Ogeye floating market by snipping the ribbon, lauded Governor Ifeanyi Okowa for his proactiveness and remarkable leadership style.
The nation is taking note of your commitment to the development of your people. This is actually an international meeting point. I'm happy the Delta State government recognized this and has reconstructed this, and I hope the next government of Sheriff will expand this market far beyond the scope that is here today.
I wish to commission this very important project in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
There you have it. And just by the cutting of the tape, the Ogeye ultra-modern floating market is officially open and ready for use. This market sits on a 6,000 square meter water body and is designed to provide a lot of services. And as such, houses several facilities. The faces of the people are indeed beaming with smiles on account of yet another promise made, promise fulfilled.
Undoubtedly, the Ogeye Ultra-Modern Market is a state-of-the-art project built at the mouth of the Benin River on reinforced concrete platform supported by over 160 of 450mm diameter piles. It is a magnificent sight to behold in the midst of the sprawling waters. The floating platform is 80 meters by 70 meters with a landing jetty, 100 open shops, 80 lock-up shops, a gatehouse, a canteen, an administrative building, a banking hall, a fish processing house with all paraphernalia, a warehouse, lavatories, protective fence, and many auxiliary facilities to service the facility.
The market built on top of the river sends signal in the Niger Delta and virtually all the coastal states and in the country. The project is capital intensive and the government has really spent a lot, and so every first timer who comes there, he knows that the Delta State government has done a lot.
That market stands as a trading center. You have people from Ondo State coming, people from Lagos coming, people from Cotonou coming. That also will boost the economy of the place, because now you have easy access. The people are very happy, and we are grateful to the government for making it possible.
This market dates back as much as 500 years ago. So Dimigun is glad to host this market, and the legacy of this market is what this community lives on. We are glad that His Excellency Senator Dr. Otto Ifeanyi Okowa has made it possible for us to have this market back.
Other facilities attached to the market include a security watchtower, a water supply system and treatment plant, a generator house consisting of 2 units of 250 kVA generators to power the facility, security lights, fire hydrant, building and hose reels, and a comfortable convenience for both traders and tourists.
This market is going to assist a lot of communities from different states. Ogoye is the nerve center of the entire Benin River. So we, the indigenous, we are very happy for what the governor have done.
For so many years, Warri North, Warri Southwest, we didn't have any type of development. But when Okowa was elected in the office, he brings so many projects in the riverine area. At least we have a market, we have water projects, we have road, and so many other things. Okowa has tried his best for the 8 years. He embraced everybody as once, whether in the riverine area.
The market where you do so, is it to us obele? That means some more happiness. When we water not this so, we water they do to our children so, they sick, so they vomit. The water will be called give us so, the water are good thing that you do for us.
It is worthy of mention that a police station has been sited just by the side of the market to ward off sea pirates and other criminals. Non-indigenes who reside and do business in the community thanked the governor for his great works.
Building a police station here, close to the market, is a welcome development. This will help reduce violence and curb crime.
I like Enoja.
We like the thing where the governor they do now, because the man is try well. We used to take the man, because the man is try for us now.
Prior to this day, several steps, thoughts, and planning were taken to ensure the successful completion of the Ogoye ultramodern floating market. For example, unannounced routine checks were carried out to ensure that no process was circumvented and job specifications delivered as designed. Speaking with engineers who built the facility, they shared insights on the structural integrity of the market and the intentionality of the state government to deliver a magnificent structure that will stand the test of time.
The structures can take 150,000 persons at a time because we underwent several integrity tests on the concrete.
If I have not visited here, it will be up to 15 times in the course of the project to ensure that the works are executed according to the specifications. You can see the evidence of what we have done. Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa has done very well.
The ministry people they come monitor this material to make sure say the material that way we do the job they in order and everything really they in order. As an iron bed, as he say everything they correct, perfect before that they give us a concrete. Same okay, made a poor concrete. So everything they very perfect from the beginning to the ending. Up Okowa, the next level, Vice President.
The bridge, which crosses the Joro Creek and the 3-kilometer pedestrian road, were equally commissioned on the 11th of January 2023.
I commissioned this project in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
God have opened door of blessing to the community because they bring the bridge. I was happy after bridge road comes. This community now has become a glory community through the governor.
Nobody will get to know say road will come here last. So we are so much happy. I'm very better to Okowa do. We don't get anything when we say 1.1, when we say they're not going to support them.
These projects have undoubtedly brought succor to the people who did not hesitate to recount their bitter experiences trying to commute within their community or access their neighboring communities.
Before, you will even stand at the jetty there for so long before you can even cross. But as the bridge now come now, so it now make everything very easy for us to move from one place to another.
Projects that is being carried out in the riverine areas is usually costlier. I'm happy about what I've seen in the community between Oboro. I'm impressed.
Taking over from the Oboro axis, we have my colleague Victoria Monday.
Thank you, my dear colleague Vida Oputa. This is just to reaffirm Governor Okowa's commitment in advancing education, even in the riverine area. Just as he has said, living in the riverine is not a death sentence. And as such, Senator Dr. Ato Ifeanyi Okowa is doing everything within his power to make sure that education is number one in the riverine area.
The construction and inauguration of the Odokun Secondary School reiterate Governor Kowa's commitment to the educational life of the average Deltan.
Thank God Almighty that this community is being restored, and particularly with a beautiful secondary school which will educate our children for the future development of Nigeria. So help us God.
Amen. Okowa has been trying for us in the riverine, the communities and the rest. He has done a lot for us, providing good facilities for us. So I want to tell him thank you for all his good works.
Senator Dr. Ato Ifeanyi Okowa, the governor of Delta State, a man that can turn bush into a city. There's hardly any facility you find in modern secondary school that you don't find here. We are very grateful to him. He has done really well. It's an opportunity we cannot forget.
Smart Delta. Still basking in the euphoria of the previous day's inauguration of projects, the hangover of excitement was still very much in the air, and the people of Obogoro and Utonila communities were more than willing to talk.
I'm very excited about the road, because formerly we used to cross down to the other village with boat, but now we can now walk with our leg any time of the day. Thank you to Governor Ifeanyi Okowa.
The road everybody's in a swamp, but thank God say today na dream come true. Say road fit even dey swamp safe. So we when the neighboring communities, it dey more easier. You dey your ass for early morning, don't get up. Waka reach where you dey go. God go bless Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa for this good work when they do for we. They fit unite us together, because this thing are more of unity.
Oh yes.
Because we feel the chair they come here.
Abio.
Our brothers they come play ball for here every day with leg. They go back with leg. That was they don't enjoy.
Mr. Godwin Ebosa, an illustrious son of the soil, who was actively involved in the construction of these projects, commended the governor for bringing development to the riverine region. The gesture, he opined, has directly impacted the people through direct participation in the building process.
We all have that self-defeat that nothing good can come from this riverine area because of the terrain. And being a governor that has listening ear, he gave us the opportunity to also try to do something differently. If you look at the entire infrastructure, we engage the locals apart from the engineering team. Every other thing that got to do with labor, carpentry, they are all local, even iron bender, both from women, men, the youth, they all participated to ensure that it's being completed both day and night.
I'm the carpenter in charge, do all the carpentry work in this floating market project, and it's a big promotion to me. In fact, I really got money on it, and also I thank the governor for this very project.
In many ways than one, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has certainly met the expectations of Creek dwellers in Delta State. The smiles on the faces of the people as they sang, clapped and danced to the rhythm of their own music, even as they take stock of the recently inaugurated projects in their domain, are testaments of their satisfaction with the Okowa-led administration. And that will be all on today's episode of Smart Delta. I am Vida Oputa. Thank you for watching.
The feedback segment. Question of the day.
This week, we received a message on our Instagram platform from Darlington Atake, and it reads, I am aware that Governor Okowa commissioned Ogeye Floating Market. I want to applaud our able governor. The market is indeed very beautiful, but I would also like to know when the government would commission that of Burutu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Darlington, for your commendation. Yes, as for the Burutu market, is 99% completed. I can assure you that before the end of its tenure, that market is going to be commissioned.
I want to urge all Deltans and all Nigerians and persons from across the world to continue to watch Smart Delta. They're doing so well. It's a good means of communication of what we do in Delta State. I'm quite excited that they've been getting the information out there. If you want to know a lot about what is going on in governance and development in Delta State, continue to watch Smart Delta. You will definitely be able to get all the information that you require.
Text your questions to 070-13377-589 or send us a DM to all our social media platforms.
say, you better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta make the youth say them higher. Okowa. I say good roads everywhere in Delta make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.